long video today just because I have a lot of really cute footage and I couldn't stand to cut it all out. So he got a big bone from our trainer and is absolutely loving it. Thankfully, we haven't had any issues with resource guarding. He did kind of glare at my roommate once when my roommate walked past him, but with me and my boyfriend, he's been completely fine. He's even let me pet him or touch him while he has the bone. So he seems pretty relaxed, and we're very glad that that's not an issue. We've been going to the park a couple times a week, usually early morning or late evening when it's cooler and there aren't so many people around, and he's definitely really enjoying it and also behaving a little bit better as time goes on. He still is really upset by other dogs particularly, but he's getting better with just seeing people, and yeah, he runs, he completely wears me out. It's fantastic. Here's some really cute footage of him rolling around on the ground. I was trying to figure out why he kept coming back to this one spot and then realized that there is a frog carcass right there that he keeps trying to rub into his fur. So that does make it a little less cute, but he still looks like he's having a great time. At the park, we've also just been kind of sitting a little once he's nice and tired out and just watching the people and dogs and bikes go by, and he does seem like he's getting gradually a little more used to it. We're going to work on this with the trainer next week, so I'm excited to see how that goes. Going to the park has also made his leash manners better, just because he now understands the difference between when he's walking and I tell him to heel and walk closely with me versus when I let him go. He kind of understands that those are two different things. The trainer gave us a crate to help him get comfortable with, and also so that we could potentially keep him in the crate in our room at night instead of having to put him in the laundry room, which has been kind of an issue. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't locked him in there yet just because I want him to be really comfortable and happy with it. We have had issues before with him being aggressive when he's in a crate, so I really want him to be comfortable and chill with this crate before we ever lock him in it. His other training is going great. Shake has gotten really solid to the point where he'll just do it when he wants something, which is adorable. He'll just sit in front of you and lift his paw and kind of beg. So that's been great. We're also continuing to work on Look at Me, which is really solid inside and in the backyard, but the front porch and the big wide world outside is a different story. So I've been working on him with just first opening the door and looking outside, and then bringing his attention back to me and working our way closer and closer to the door until we completely go out the front door. Once we're on the front porch, it is much harder for him to focus on me. I know it looks about the same in this video, but that's because I edited out the, long 10-15 second breaks in between each time he looks at me. So it is still a lot harder out front, but the fact that he does eventually look back at me, I hope that over time with practice, it will start to get better. I finally managed to film his interaction with one of our friends today. This is him freaking out when they first walk in the door. But in the end, it was a pretty successful meeting. We had our friend just stand outside of Frosty's range of sight for a little while until he kind of calmed down and was used to his voice and seemed chill. This took maybe, 2 to 3, maybe 4 minutes for Frosty to calm down without being able to see our friend at all. Then at that point we had our friend move a little closer and just kind of stick his foot out where Frosty could see that. And then he freaked out again, but then once again kind of settled down and got used to it. We also had our friend continue to throw him treats around that corner for a while. And so really once Frosty understood that he was giving him treats and that he wasn't coming any nearer, he was just tossing treats, he did calm down quite a bit and then started to look to him for treats instead of me, to the point where I was able to completely back up and just let the two of them interact. So in the end it was definitely a success, and we're going to keep working on it, hopefully with other friends as well. Something else that's come up this week as he gets more settled in is that he wants to play fight and chew on my fingers, which I don't particularly mind, except that he already has an issue with biting, and so I really just don't want to encourage him to use his teeth on anyone ever. So I'm trying to redirect him to the blanket or to his toys, but he really just doesn't want to. He really wants to chew on my fingers. So I'm not quite sure how to tackle this one yet. But otherwise, he's just been really cuddly, really sweet. Over the last week or two, I've noticed a big difference in just how comfortable and at home he seems. Whereas before he was kind of sad, scared, clingy. Now he just seems to be loving, clingy, and want to spend a lot of time with us. So yeah, I think he's definitely settling in, and he seems much happier.